This is not something that is very easy to talk about, but I need to I need to let you know the loss that we have right now, the fact that what is not with us right now, it's something that is very, very depressing. Not at the point that I want to just to go ahead and commit suicide or anything like that. This is legit, totally depressive. I mean, it does feel bad because I've been here saying a lot of stuff about Nintendo, and I know it was not our fault, especially for me and all of you that were trying to say something to Nintendo, for them to know that they're doing things incorrectly. But man, the loss of Iwata, it's something that really does hurt because he was something special. He's not a person that you'll see every single day out there when you go out to the school, to the job, to the streets to have fun. It's a very special person. It's someone that you will never ever see again out there. Like every one of us, he was a special person. He was himself. And well, the fact that he was himself made it so special because he's not going to be someone that is going to be repeated, not even once again. And what he did, not for Nintendo, of course, that was his job, but what he did for us, what he did for you, gamer, for you, Nintendo fan. That's what I'm talking right now. At least I'm going to share my story and my thanks to that incredible man. I was about 3 years old. The first game that I played was on the N64. I remember that it was I'm not sure, to be honest, but I have memories of two games. Either of the two could be the first one, to be honest. But I was so slow, so small that I don't really remember which one was the first game. It could have been Mario Kart 64 or Diddy Kong Racing 64. Sorry, I only just Diddy Kong Racing. But I was so little and I just liked it. When I grabbed the controller, hear the music in the game, the feel of having that fantasy world that you can go out there and start playing those games. I mean, at the moment, of course, I was not thinking too technically about it. I was just having fun. I was just happy, enjoying the moment, trying to explore the surroundings of the game, trying to know what was around, racing on the cars, hearing that smooth, jazzy music. Wow, that was a great experience. And I did not realize until now that Iwata is the responsible and grand part of that experience. Also, a very important game for me, a game that I quite remember. I was about 9, 10 years old, maybe even more. I grew up even more, about 14 maybe too. Super Smash Brothers. I was playing that game at 3 in the morning. I didn't care about anything. I just woke up, opened the door, and went into a secret room or better said, like a little hideout, and just putting my 64 connected to an old CRT TV, plugging in my N64, lowering up the volume, and plugging in Smash Brothers for hours and hours and hours until I saw the day of light just to go to elementary school. Those days, man. That was just beautiful. Beautiful. Those memories. And those memories came up. I also remember playing that game. I did not play, to be honest, on the NES, but I did play it quite so at a very, very young age. Balloon. That game. Balloon fight. It was so funny. I mean, you had that little character with the two balloons, and you were all after those birds which were trying to hit your balloons, so you fell off to the river or on the platforms. It was so fun going through those levels. Sorry, it was so unique, so beautiful, and it was pleasant to be there playing that game. Many other games too, of course, but that game was a great piece of work of Iwata. The last memory that I remember that is very important for me, because I did not play that game until very recently, just about 2 months ago, was Earthbound. I downloaded Earthbound as part of my Club Nintendo points that I had left on the account when the Club Nintendo was still open. And I've got Earthbound. And I completed the game. It was such a beautiful, beautiful experience. The story, the music, the characters, and I just find out that the one that was responsible for the whole coding of that game was Satoru Iwata. I mean, to think about, just played that game about 2 months ago. That really got to me. I don't owe Iwata nothing when it comes to when you owe a person just because you say that I respect that person because of what they done to the industry or what they did to the logo. He was no fake person. He was a real gamer. And most importantly, you need to know that we are all gamers because of those great games experiences. But just imagine where could you end, or well could you have ended back in those days that you were in your childhood if you didn't have the video games. I live in an area where people in the streets is always doing bad things to the other people. I live very nearby people that do drugs. I live very nearby people that rob and sometimes even assassinate. You're not very near people that always it's trying to abuse girls. I'm talking about girls, not actual, or better, sorry, I'm talking about women, not actual girls. Thank God that. But that's at some point my point. Imagine what could you have been if you didn't end up playing those masterpieces, those very fun games. my life was saved by that man. In great part, I really appreciate and thank God. I owe him, and I know that he's the most important person in this entire world because thanks to him, we have all of these experiences. But Iwata was the person that was here when I was alive. And of course, I'm not saying because Jesus not wasn't here in this world in physical form uh, when uh when I was there. I mean, at least of course, he's in physical form in the in that beautiful moment when he becomes blood and flesh of his body. But I'm talking about like flesh and body walking around. I mean, sorry, it seems like I'm getting besides the point here, but I just need you to know. Of course, I'm not going to put Iwata over my Lord and God, but Iwata was very important to me. I mean, he still is very important because he forged what I am right now at some point. He was responsible for many successes. He was responsible for a great part of the games that we know now. And those games were my childhood memories. Those games were the free time that I had. Those games made me learn English. Those games made me learn English. So that, to know that, to know that you've lost someone like him, it's not easy at all. You need to understand that when Iwata dies, a great part, a great core of Nintendo is now gone. I know you may think of Nintendo right now as a corporate. They need the money to survive as a company when it comes to the real world performance and economic uh, economical situations. But now, at this point, the loss of such a great man, not to the corporate, but to us. Thanks to him, we are what we are right now at some point. It's so beautiful when you know that someone's worked for your favor. It saved you from drugs, from the bad life. It made you become something more useful for this society, something or someone that was here to make more people smile than people cry, someone that is useful, someone that is alive and trying to do things the correct way. I know many people that have been changed by video games, but it all depends on how you handle the games, how you show your respect, and how you show your responsibilities and discipline. It is very important that a person always looks towards Nintendo, not as a company with money, but as a childhood creator. And I was wrong. When I say that Nintendo past did not matter at all, it really does matter. Not as I would like it to matter, but as I would be, as I would enjoy my person that I have right now with me, my personality, my knowledge, my time that I did not waste doing bad things or damage to other people. The feel of good, the feel of being someone that has open eyes to accept all kinds of people. That's something that I owe you, Iwata. And I really thank you very much for everything. In my bottom of my heart, from the bottom of my heart, I really thank you for everything. And I want to say farewell, my friend. I will miss you. I will miss to see you on the Nintendo Directs, even though I know that, well, you were messing up, making some bad decisions, but that doesn't get at all, even one bit out of your credit as a great man. It doesn't matter how much bad decisions you made as a corporate or a president of the company. You're a great man because you did many other great decisions. And those decisions are changing people's lives, which makes you very important. You're still a great man, and you'll be remembered. I wish you the best. I hope that God has mercy on your soul and lets you be with Him as soon as possible. Maybe you had a different way to see things. Maybe you trusted a different God. But I hope that God has you right now with Him. And I hope that you are happy and that you lived here as a happy person. Seeing your smile, you are a great person. I really owe you much. Something that I will not never pay it with money. But at least I can pay you something with my words in tribute towards you. I'll remember you just as all of us, the real Nintendo fans. I hope that you didn't have much pain. I hope that you enjoyed your last days here. I hope the best for your last days here. And well, once again, thank you very much for everything. Thank you. I really mean it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Take care, please. In the next life, I hope that I had the chance to see you. Thank you.